Time for all that. I got a wedding to stop.
What?
Darnell came by last night. Told me he loved me. Yes, he was drunk, and this morning, he tried to act like he didn't remember any of it, but he said it. So, I got to do what I got to do.
Hi.
I just want you to know I'm on season 4 of Girlfriends, just an FYI.
Oh, okay, girl. Are me and Darnell getting along, or we're not getting along? What me and Darnell doing?
Listen, he's breaking up with the new boo. That's what he's doing right now. This morning, I caught you.
What'd you say?
I was saying this morning, I caught you on the Rick and Sasha show, and it was such a vibe.
Oh, nice.
You talked about lashes and lace fronts, at the beginning of the conversation. Which reminded
yes, honey, that's important stuff. Lashes and lace fronts. Those are the most important things. Shoot.
Yes, and that reminded me so much of your character, Maya, on Girlfriend. So it made me want to ask, how much of your own personality did you incorporate into that creation of Maya?
Oh, girl, I think so much of it. You got to have a little bit in there, right? Because it's got to be as fun and organic and real as possible. Because my mom growing up, I hate when no one wants to hear a long mom story, but I have to say this. My mom had several nicknames for me, but one of them was my little funny face. And not like I was a funny face, but like funny face meaning I was always making her laugh. And, my mom worked very hard. She worked a couple of different jobs and, she was while going to school. And so sometimes she'd be tired. She'd come home, but I was always making up little skits and creating little different voices and she would just laugh. And, I think it was sort of, I learned early how to use humor to, kind of get through some, maybe not so amazing times. And no one wants to see their mom sad and so to make her laugh, it just would make me laugh. And I just realized the power and the gift of laughter. And I think, and then, just that whole, Maya was very sassy, very forthright, very much like, this is the way I do things. So, and I think we've all known a girl like that. And she's, I always say she's like that in that song, the LL Cool J song. She's a girl at the bus stop sucking on a lollipop. And it was important for me when I was cast in that character, like just talking to Mara Brock Akil, creator of the show, it was important for me to show the humanity of that Black woman. Joan was a specific Black woman. Tony was as well, and so was Lynn. And I felt like that Maya, all the Mayas of the world, and there are a lot of them out there, and I'm one of them. We just get up, we do it the same every day, we work hard, and we take care of our family, and we get it done by any means necessary. So it was important for me to give that voice humanity and humor, because, shoot, at the end of the day, we're funny. Black women, we're funny.
Facts. So let's talk about your newest character airing on BET, Look into the Mirror. Much like Maya, that personality wore wigs, but from scarring reasoning such as breast cancer. And seeing you standing there, ravaging in tears with a bald head, that was surreal. How did you prepare for that role, that scene, which seems so much more complex than your normal role?
Yeah, thank you for that. I think as an actor, it's important as an actor to really try and challenge yourself and your emotional arsenal and being able to use a lot of those emotions that we keep tucked and suppressed down in there, but readily available for when those roles come up. And I think as an actor, no matter how you're trained, I was trained Stanislavski. I went to UC Berkeley and Sarah Lawrence, and so my professors, I was taught the old school way, where you really take something that has happened in your life, or even if you haven't gone through that experience, you take some emotion and you put that real and that honesty into what this character is going through. And so you transfer those emotions. And I felt like for that character, we all have pain. We all have something that has pained us in our life. And I'm sure each of us on this phone right now can open up a certain room in our mind and our spirit that'll take us there. And I think, and that's what I use as an actor, is to go into that room, which is not easy because that's why those feelings are there. But But you have to make it as honest and real as possible and authentic. And so that's what that meant for me. And for women, not just Black women, but women, our hair is our crown, is our desirability, and to lose that. Now we had a really great hair and makeup team, prosthetic team, but yeah, I mean, that's very humbling and very to be stripped of what you deem yourself, the highest level of beauty is your hair. I mean, yeah, that scene right there, just seeing that visually and knowing that is someone's reality. And that's not easy. And that's, you get angry. You're like, people say, oh, you shouldn't be angry. No, when you're sick, I mean, you want to blame. You're angry, whether it's God or your child. Like, you want to blame, like, how dare this happen to me? How dare I lose my hair? How dare me to have to go through this? It's an anger, and you're mourning the loss of who you were, and you're angry at why me? You're a victim of your own life. And I think when you're deemed a certain type of beauty, which I think this character was very attached to the way she looked in youth and wanting to stay young, and it prevented her from having a real connection with her daughter, that I think getting sick sort of brought her back full circle to everything, even within her own self-worth. But sometimes you have to go through the ugly to get to the light.
Amen. Thank you.
Telling you because I wasn't sure how it was going to affect our relationship.
I thought we were just keeping this casual.
Well, no, we were. We originally,
I have one more question.
Yes, of course.
What message do you have for men that's battling breast cancer in regards to watching this movie?
It's a good question. It's a good question. I think a lot of women, when they watch, I mean, bless Jesus, I've not gone through this, but I just think that a lot of women going through any type of illness, sick is not sexy, sick is not cute, so it's hard for women to, in something like, going through chemo and treatments, you're stripped of your hair and your beauty and, that lackluster. I would say to men, I mean, to see the reaction of this character when her man does walk out on her after he finds out she's been ill, to know that here's the thing. It takes a man, and I don't care how old you are, it takes a real man to stand by a woman when she's going through that, to stand by her, to hold her hand when she's throwing up over the toilet and when she's in fetal position on the floor in the corner. It takes a man to stand by his woman. And I think that that's the message. Don't leave her when it's not pretty. And because I'll tell you what, these roles always reverse. Karma's a funny thing. And I think that, I think a real man would stand by his woman. I just think that's the message I would hope any man watching it would take from it.